Hello, and welcome to the 9th episode of Allure Salon and Spas podcast. I am Charlotte Allen, co-owner with my husband Derek Allen, and this is Stephanie Scott, Miss Malanya Holloway, LaConya Richardson, Miss Belinda Finch, Sarita Dara, and Miss Kay Walden. Today we want to discuss a topic that is pretty common for a lot of women. How do we feel? Do we think that a client's lifestyle truly determines their look or vice versa?
I would say it has something to do with their look. Because you have some people that are corporate. You have women that drive trucks. So their lifestyle do depend on what type of style they're looking for. Or you have some people that drive trucks that still rock trendy haircuts.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So it really depends. It could go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly people who are in corporate jobs, I notice they like more conservative hairstyles. Mm-hmm. But you have some that wanna, get the funky cuts and the colors, or they may say, give me the color but don't make it as light because I have I can't wear like vibrant colors. And then I have some clients who say they're going around, I need to tone my hair down because I can't wear vibrant colors at work, like a lot of people at the police department.
Exactly.
Or you may have a client that works a nightlife kind of job, a bartender, a dancer, you just never know. So with that, we have to stay on the latest, the hottest trends to keep them on their A game as well.
That's right. That's right.
I think with the lifestyle, you got to think about how many kids do they have? What's their schedule like early in the morning? How much time do they have in order to be able to maintain a beautiful hairstyle by a stylist and still look good on the go? So I think it deals with their lifestyle as well. Working out, the kids, job, just depending on their lifestyle, what kind of time they have and everything, depending on what kind of look they should have as well. Because we don't want them to have something they're going to have to spend a whole hour in a mirror for in the morning if they don't have but 20 minutes to get out of there. So I think it depends on the lifestyle as well.
It's up to us to help them determine that too.
Right.
Because they may see a style that they like and not realize the amount of maintenance that it takes to keep that up. So if they come to us and say, oh, well, I'd like to have this, and you have to kind of let them know, do you realize you're going to need to do this, this, and this? With the color situation, people think they can just get color and maybe come to the salon once a month. I like to let my clients know that will your lifestyle allow you to be able to come into the salon often enough to condition what you're wanting to keep up? So all of that comes into play. Yeah.
And just like Stephanie said, with the lifestyle with the kids and stuff, then think about that.
Right.
Like short hair like us, a lot of people don't realize that it takes a lot to maintain short hair. Yeah. And financially, as well as time. You have to be a client that comes into the salon once or twice a week. Weekly or bi-weekly to keep up a short hairstyle.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially with the silk press, a lot of my clients are working out. A lot of black women are into fitness and healthy lifestyle. So it's kind of hard for them to keep a silk press. So do you guys have any tips? I don't really have many tips.
Just come to the salon every week.
A lot of time, my clients that get silk press and then work out, a lot of them, I just tell them to wrap their hair and like after the gym, like just immediately like change the scarf out and keep it wrapped until the hair dry if they can't wash it.
Right.
And a lot of times the presses will last maybe 2 weeks, but if they work out a lot, it's only going to last about a week. And then I tell them, because I don't want to put so much heat on their hair, so pretty much they come every 2 weeks. And if they're working out, they're just like towards the end, they're just pretty much wear it curly or just do something natural with it.
A lot of my press clients, which I really don't have a lot, but for the ones that work out, I should say that I don't have a lot that work out and wear a silk press. So for those who do wear the press, I would tell them when it starts to get unmanageable to just my go-to is to braid it to the back, twist it to the back, and the next morning take it loose, and it'll be wavy.
Yeah, that's good.
And if your lifestyle includes working out or being very active, you have to just be willing to do alternative styling. You may not want to do a press every time you get your hair done. You may resort to a flexi rise set or a roller set, so that that hair, even when it does get wet or is exposed to perspiring, it'll still look good, right?
Yeah, that's
And
good.
LaConya, that's something that most clients don't know, especially older clients, that they do have a choice and that they can go to the flexi rods.
Yes.
You know, but it's really just all about educating the client and letting them know what their options are.
Right.
Do you suggest, Ms. Kay, that they roller set their hair at nights if they are, you know, one of those ones that are natural and they're trying to maintain, like you said, your clients?
It depends. Well, for me, it depends on the texture of the hair. I wouldn't necessarily say roll it, maybe wrap it, as opposed to rolling it. Most people don't even own rollers now.
Pin curl?
Pin curl is very, very popular now.
Yes.
But wrapping for sure. Yeah, I do tell my clients to wrap your hair.
You know what I've noticed? I noticed that a lot of my clients ask, how do I pin curl?
Right.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
true.
of them don't
A lot of my
even
clients don't know how to
Because
wrap.
you can't
Right, that's
do it
true,
wrong.
that's true.
You
So-
can,
do it wrong.
and you can end up with dents in
That's
the
true.
hair. So that might be something we need to think about.
Yeah.
But another thing that I do as well is like depending on the style, like my client will be like, well, the style you did, it didn't last long. You did this. So what I do is, well, how are you getting your hair today? If they say, okay, do it anyway. Well, tell me what works for you. What holds the most? If it's raining, if I know it's going to be a humid day, and what works for you? Okay, well, the spikes will hold. Well, if you do it like this, if you curl it tight. So that's another way to get an idea of how, that's another part of lifestyle as well. Even though it's temporary, that's another part as well, because you don't want a client to come in and get a beautiful hairdo, then they walk outside or go to sleep or sweat in their head and it's a wrap.
And it's
You
not
know, like this whole week. It's been
Exactly,
raining. Yes.
exactly.
And they have to go out in the humidity. So I try to use like the humidity resistant spray to help hold the you know, the straightness.
Yeah.
And definitely tell them to wrap it up
Yes.
or to pin curl it to keep
Absolutely.
it tamed so
Yeah.
it won't swell.
Yeah.
And also, I found that, like, sometimes people come in and they'll say, oh, my hair look like LaConya's or Miss K's, or, you know, how do you keep it up? And they don't realize that we, maybe twice a week, shampoo and remold our hair.
Right.
You know,
So true.
they're, you know, sometimes they think that since, you know, our hair looks this way, it's because it'll stay like that for an entire week or maybe for 2 weeks. But, you know, we aren't able to just keep a style and hold a style. Even if I don't work out, but I still need to at least probably every 4 days re-shampoo and remold my hair for the way that I wear it without curls. And I have to maybe keep it cut probably more often than what they think to be able to hold that style. So sometimes we just have to manage their expectations and let them know that sometimes you just have to put a little bit more work into it, even if you have to do it yourself.
Right.
Or you may have to come in a little more often.
And me personally, we hadn't touched on the subject, but I wear a lot of weaves because that's how my lifestyle is. I mean, although I'm wearing my hair with the weaves, it just cuts so much of my time because I get up extremely early in the morning and I'm on the go all day long. When I get home, I don't want to think about no hair. When I wake up in the morning, I don't want to think about hair. So I can put my weave in and I can poof and go. But a lot of clients are leery about weaves because they're not educated on it. But you know, when we do apply weaves to the hair, of course we're educating them on the maintenance, the healthiness, what they need to do. And I stay on them because I can tell you all day long what to do. You have to listen
true.
and understand what I'm saying and do what I tell
And
you.
apply it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we can maintain healthier hair so you won't get discouraged about the weaves.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a really good topic. We can keep going for a while on this, but that will conclude this episode. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.